This is my voice. 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 2 months, 9 weeks, 11 weeks, 3 months, 14 weeks, 15 weeks, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 10 months, 1 year, 2 years on testosterone.
Holy hormonal changes, Batman. Does unnatural equal affirming? Welcome back to the JP Rex channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend, where we like to call out the lies, hypocrisy, and corruption of tyrants and Satan, shine the light of awareness on woke absurdities, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters. We've all heard the relatively wise, I think it'll be timeless, unfortunately, meme that says something like, if your genitals don't define your gender, how does removing them affirm it? That's just like one question that unfortunately slices a hole in the whole agenda of satanic brainwashing of young people. So, along with removing your genitals, changing your genitals, a component of that is the hormonal changes. Going on unnatural hormones relative to your body and your physiology's ideal ranges of hormones, it seems relatively benign compared to what some would call mutilation. And in some respects, it is. There's less blood, hopefully no blood. Yet I would dare say drastically altering your body's natural hormone levels in ways that are not optimizing your hormones, but actually taking them in the opposite direction relative to what's ideal for your physiology, I would say that's actually just as drastic. Like, you can't see the blood in the guts of it, so it can almost appear to be not as horrifying. But I would dare say it is horrifying. So in this video, we're going to take a look at some it's kind of like voice changes and appearance changes that come with affirming hormonal care with females that are transitioning to still be female while doing their best to have the appearance and the sound of males. But we're not going to stop there. We're also going to take a look at what are the healthy testosterone levels for a woman and a man. And what is the Hippocratic Oath? And doctors doing the affirming care, are they violating the Hippocratic Oath? We'll get to that in a second, but first, let's take another look.
Hi, my name is Ains. I use he, him pronouns, and this is my first day on testosterone. Today is my 4th week on T. So even though I'm like 7.5 weeks on T, it's been 11 weeks on T.
And this is my 4th month on testosterone.
By the way, real testosterone, you don't start wearing sweaters like that.
Make a video of my T-shot routine. So I am 24 weeks on T. I have 2 things to say about testosterone right now. And for reference, I'm about to be 9 months on testosterone. Hey, it has now been 10 months on testosterone, and this is my voice. I'm also going to talk a little bit about the most recent changes that I've experienced. Things that I feel like wait until a little bit later, like close to your 1 year mark, or at least that's how it's happened for me. So I've been getting a lot of like cystic acne, especially around here right now.
This is because you got some unnatural levels relative to not what you say your healthy ranges are, but what your body physiology says are your healthy ranges. And those might be dictated by God.
And it has more to do with like they're more ingrown hairs than it is cystic acne, because like my facial hair is like starting to come in. So like around my mustache and my beard, I've been getting cystic acne. My hair had slowly gotten curlier, but in the last like month, it's like really ramped up and gotten a lot curlier. Like I have like ringlets in the back and stuff like that. So that's really fun. My body hair has gotten significantly darker in the last month, which is like absolutely crazy. And my favorite thing is that my voice has like settled a bit. So like I can sing more and my voice doesn't crack as much. When I get excited, my voice doesn't crack. But yeah, those are all of my exciting tea updates. Have a wonderful day.
Well, I'm excited by those tea updates. We're going to take a look at another in a second before we get to the Hippocratic Oath. But first, I will say, like, any of my content around this kind of thing, it is in no way saying that people shouldn't have the freedom to do whatever the hell they want to with their bodies. I love freedom. We should all have the freedom to do what we want with a sovereignty of ourselves, so as long as we don't infringe on the rights of others. You know, constitutional kind of guy. However, the reason why I think it's important to highlight some of the shadows of these areas of affirming care is because it's broadcasted in ways that appeal to the minds of young ones. You mean I too can get virtue signaling points for joining the club? You mean I too can be significant and special without doing achievements or earning it just for doing as you do? That's why I think it's important to call this out. It's the assault on children's minds that I am concerned about. I am not concerned about adults doing with their bodies what they choose to do, whether they're choosing things that I would judge to be destructive or constructive. I do things that are destructive to myself, and I want the freedom to do that. I shredded my knee wakeboarding a couple years ago. I jumped off bridges into water, doing flips off them. So far, that's all gone pretty well so far. To the point, protecting and preserving the innocence and safety of young people. Let's take a look at another example of unnatural hormonal changes being incredibly affirming. Affirming to what? I don't know, I guess it's that agenda. Well, that's Satan. It's affirming to that.
Minute on testosterone, 6 weeks on T. It's 2 months on T. 3 months on testosterone, and you're watching Disney Channel. It's 4 months since I broke my skateboard in half outside of a Taco Bell and was asked to leave.
It's been 5 months since we've tried to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
6 months. Help! 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 7 months.
By the way, that blue hair, I don't think that's a Trump voter.
Months on T. You know who is? 10 months on T. Just learned what the patriarchy is. 1 year since being bitten by a radioactive spider.
A little over 13 months since becoming a furry.
14 months since I was created in a lab and hatched out of an egg like in Jurassic Park.
And there we go. You might be wondering, what is a healthy range of testosterone for men and what's a healthy range for women? Is it just whatever you desire it to be? Actually, no. There's what's called medical science behind it. Sorry. Now we're going to pull these numbers from verywellhealth.com. Normal healthy testosterone levels for men are between 300 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter. Now you can also get into some nitty gritty of free testosterone and others, but these are just general. And also the medical professionals I work with would suggest that normal range for men of 300 to 1,000. 300 is normal. It's not ideal, but these normals are based roughly on a sick population. Someone who is, my experience of working with medical professionals that don't just treat diseases, but also help optimize for wellness, they're going to see like way closer to 1,000, like 700 to 1,000. That's going to be ideal, not normal. So what are the normal ranges for testosterone in women? Well, according to verywellhealth.com, a normal level of testosterone in women is considered to be between 15 and 70 nanograms per deciliter. Now that is a lot less than men. Then we consider, what is the Hippocratic oath that all physicians take? The oath that, as you and I know it, says, first, do no harm. Just don't freaking harm anybody. Okay, you're a doctor. Like, the first thing you do, don't make someone worse. So we can go to Britannica.com, and by the way, I have no updates. Have they changed meanings and definitions of words to obey the 1984 gods? I don't know, but they have their section on the Hippocratic Oath. The oath dictates the obligations of the physician to students of medicine and the duties of pupil to teacher. In the oath, the physician pledges to prescribe only beneficial treatments according to his abilities and judgment, to refrain from causing harm or hurt, and to live an exemplary personal and professional life, as Dr. Fauci does. Okay, do no harm or hurt. Prescribe only beneficial treatments. So the legitimate question I have is, for doctors prescribing hormonal transition, hormonal doses, if you're starting with a woman, and let's just say you're enough of a trained doctor that you can identify what a woman is. Maybe you haven't watched What is a Woman, but let's just say your medical training like really did the cutting edge thing and taught you like what a freaking man is and what a freaking woman is. You're starting with a woman. Her normal ranges of testosterone, as you can see in this chart, 15 to 70 nanograms per deciliter for women is healthy and normal. And then you say, well, this woman thinks she's a man. So can you prescribe her testosterone to get her to 300 to 1,000, like 15 times higher than what is healthy for her? Now, if you do that, are you violating the Hippocratic Oath? A lot of people would say, by definition, yes. Those same doctors taking the God-given genitals off of a person, off of a minor. Even an adult is in question, a physician that would do that, but certainly a minor. Is that doctor violating the Hippocratic Oath? Many would say yes. And many would say it wouldn't surprise us if there comes a time when doctors who are willing to do that today, by the way, it's not all doctors, but there's a lot of doctors. Hello, Vanderbilt Hospital in Tennessee. Matt Walsh called you out. A lot of those doctors are going to be perceived in the future the same way we perceive the bastard Nazi doctors that were running experiments on Jewish people in concentration camps. So unnatural equals affirming? While it might be affirming to whatever sort of thought that person might have, whether that thought is grounded in reality or that thought is ungrounded in imagination. It might be affirming, but is it harmful based on the medical science of what healthy hormonal ranges are? Yeah, that'd be harmful. Is that a violation of the Hippocratic Oath? Well, technically, and by all other accounts, yes. And before we go, here's just one more visual and auditory example of a female transitioning to be a female on much higher testosterone than what is Hippocratically responsible to put the person on.
Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice. Free tea.
Hi, I'm Brighton, and this is my voice 2 months on tea.
Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice 4 months on tea.
Brighton is such a cliche name for a girl who wants to be a boy to give herself. It's very predictable.
Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice 6 months on testosterone. Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice 8 months on tea. Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice 10 months on tea. Hi, my name is Brighton, and this is my voice 3 months off of testosterone.
Hi, my name is JP. This is my voice 42 years being on testosterone that my testicles make. And also, just for the Hippocratic Oath example, and I share this with you not because I feel obligated to violate HIPAA and you have to give us your medical records if you want to eat in our restaurant. That kind of thing we were doing a couple years ago. Remember that? Don't forget it or else it'll repeat itself. I don't feel obligated to. If I felt obligated, I wouldn't do it based on principle. But just because I want to share this, because I think it's a relevant part of the example, I have been on testosterone therapy for, I believe, about 4 years now. JP, does that violate the Hippocratic Oath? No, it was incredibly in line with it. The difference is, I am a man, and the precision medical professionals that I work with tested my testosterone and saw that is lower than is ideal for a man. So we can give you testosterone, which is it's not some weird lab creation. It's a natural hormone that will boost your levels, not to higher than they should be for a man, but to how high would be ideal for a man. Wow, if your hormones aren't in the ideal range, let's get them into the ideal range. Not, well, your hormones are in the ideal range, so let's get them out of the ideal range. So with that said, my freedom-loving friend, unnatural equals affirming. That might be true depending on what you want affirmed, but it also violates the Hippocratic Oath. Let's protect and preserve the lives, safety, and innocence of our children. I appreciate you watching. I look forward to seeing you on our next video, but first, I want to tell you about something.
January's here. Can you believe it? How are you doing with your New Year's resolutions? Mine was pretty easy, thank you for asking. It was to simply focus on my well-being. And we all know that the foundation of well-being starts with a good night's sleep. So if I could do just one thing to improve my sleep and overall well-being, it would be to take the #1 mineral for that. Yes, I'm talking about magnesium. Actually, I'm talking about Magnesium Breakthrough by Bioptimizers. The 7 different forms of magnesium in this supplement are involved in over 300 different enzymatic actions in your body. Pretty much every function in your body gets upgraded when you take magnesium, from the quality of your sleep to brain function, and from metabolism to stress levels. It gets them all, especially the big ones. And let's face it, even if your 2024 resolution isn't to focus on your health, how are you going to achieve your goals without quality of sleep and stress management support? So do yourself a favor this year and make Magnesium Breakthrough part of your daily routine so you can get the vitality you need to achieve your dreams. So just go to magnesiumbreakthrough.com/JPReacts and enter promo code JPReacts10 for 10% off any order. Again, that's magnesiumbreakthrough.com/JPReacts. Enjoy 2024.